There is magical auras all over the world. So what I've decided is you will spend some time trying to basically attune to witch magics. There are all of the magics in the camp, so you just have to go ask certain individuals, part of the role play of the game. And once you figured it out, you can say, "Hey, I want to detect magic for earth magic," and then I will let you know. If you just blanket say, "I detect magic," you detect the world. Um, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's going to be a lot. Anything else? Item, money is easily gained in this game. You guys will you will get money pretty simply. There will be lots of opportunities to get money. There won't don't feel like you need to hoard money. It should come pretty quickly. And part of being a carny is you should know how to liberate folks from their coin. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So just a friendly tidbit of knowledge. That the locals are dumb and stupid and can easily be scammed out of their money. So
I take it murdering people for their money is frowned upon.
That's definitely frowned upon.
Okay.
You
No.
don't want.
Only if you get caught.
You don't really want to get the troop kicked out. So I'm just telling you, there are people that are your boss, heavily frowned upon.
Only if you get caught.
Just want to verify.
Listen,
my
Sayer,
God.
you happen to know somebody who is a professional when it comes to fire.
Are you a professional?
Just ask me, I'll tell you.
I'm already going to nickname him the Cremator.
Oh,
Get rid of all the evidence for me.
I mean, it can't it can't go any worse than Tal's current moniker of building cats that might or might not explode.
What do you mean? There is no might not. I'm waiting for that dragon inside the theater to explode.
Oh, I was banking on it did, and that someone would have come out and yelled at me. So that was kind of like half hoping that shit would have gone sideways, and then there would have just been like, that would have been the easy way.
I'm just saying, nobody knows that you put it down and did it.
I mean, it is a Dragon of Torm though, so I mean, just saying, it's a little bit.
The only people who know that are the people in your party.
That's true. We good to go? We ready to do this shit?
Did Gwendolyn have her 12 ounces of vodka already? There it is. There's the drink. Perfect.
It's mead. Does that count?
Yes.
It does. Why don't we get this show going? So how do you want me to do this for the YouTubes? Like, do we want to go through like just basic announcements first? And things, or
this is all yours.
Me?
This
Okay.
is while Mythical Rollers is hosting the server, that's
That's
just
it.
a trade-off between you and me. Otherwise, this is your thing. If
Okay,
you
let's do
want
this.
me to give you the video for you to put on your YouTube, I can.
I don't.
just thought we already had the one Gooey one shot. We just continue on that particular theme.
I don't.
Otherwise,
and then
this is all you.
Cool. We will be needing a sixth player. I don't think Diego's gonna join. Like he has just flat out ghosted me in the last like 2 days. So I don't know what's going on. So I'll start looking.
Which is weird, because he paid me
I
on
know.
accident.
So,
Yep.
All right. Let's get started. So, welcome everyone to Gooey Cube. This is a 5e game. The rules are premised around Dungeons and Dragons 5e. There are little tweaks here and there. Our players will get used to these tweaks as we get going. First off, since this is our first game, and since it's been a while since I've been in the DM chair outside of the one shot that I ran, I'd like everyone to roll a d20.
Ha!
Okay.
What's the command? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
/
need that too.
R space 1D20.
Thank you.
Sayer
Okay.
Crest, you get. I need you to roll 2d8. You get 3 temporary hit points for today.
Hot damn.
Nice.
So we'll start every game and end every game with Gooey rewards. So these are kind of a little bit different how we run the game here. Since the progression is a little bit slower, we give out these cool rewards. That could be anything from temporary hit points to a permanent hit point to advantage on attacks or saving your ass from fuck you die damage. I'm just saying.
You
Um,
die damage.
so we will have some fun. I will reward these if I feel the RP is really good. And then at the beginning of a session, at the end of the session, we will roll a d20. If you roll a 19 or 20, you will get a reward. And we will continue running it that way until never. It's going to be that way forever. So that's the rules, and I'm the GM. So that's what I say.
Damn. Hot dog.
Why don't we get started into the world of Gooey Cube? So many moons ago, there was this beautiful woman that ran across a stranger in a hat, wearing a really magnificent town hat, had a little bit of a goatee, and had a walking stick. This young lady had been outcast from her from the society. Let's just say there was a falling out of some sorts. A lord wanted to marry her, and let's just say she wasn't interested. And the lord might have known that she wasn't a full human. She was fey touched. And he exposed her for what she was in the middle of a performance that she was having. And she was run out of town. And unfortunately, was outcast. She ran upon this gentleman. And like her, he was fey touched. And outcast and shunned from his from society. He had brought her in to the Blue Veil Troop, and took her under his wing, as he was the headmaster of a carnival. And this isn't just some carnival that goes from town to town. This is a very magical carnival. Everything about the circus is magical, from how they make their drinks and their ales, to how they smoke their meats and prepare their food, to even how the magic is in the tents, and how the tents magically come alive and magically fold down and go back onto the carts. Everything about this circus is very mysterious. The gentleman always had a book in his hand, and he'd be going through this book, and it was almost like a playbook, where he would just be going page to page as each piece of the carnival would be getting put up and then taken back down, and he would follow this meticulously. And as the years have gone on, he taught her all of these things, from the various spells to open the tents and close the tents, to how to be able to make the most intoxicating meads that the world has ever seen, how to smoke the meats in the most magnificent fashion that rivaled anyone's alcohol, or rivaled anyone's. And it just, as the years gone on, she became more powerful, and she started to slowly take over as the gentleman was becoming of age, and was ready to go on to, I would say, the afterlife, as most elves generally live to be a very long life. He was going on to do something else, and one day she woke, and the carts were packed. The circus was ready to move on to the next town, and he wasn't there. And on her nightstand was a tall blue hat, a necklace that had some significant meanings that we will talk about, and had the notebook, and in very elegant handwriting in Elvish, what I have is yours. You are now the troop leader. The visions have told me to pass this on to you. And so he disappeared, never to be seen again. She sent some of her most trusted lieutenants out to go see if maybe he just walked away. But he disappeared, never to be seen again. And at some point, a couple days down the road, she moved on. She accepted her fate. The troop was behind her, and she led the carnival to successful and prosperous times. She hired more lieutenants, and expanded the carnival, and worked with the playbook, even going off of things that he had never even tried, that he had just written in scribbles, to one day he wanted to try. And she started to accept everyone that anyone that was of the Fey touch into this carnival, to these outcasts, basically making a huge family of freaks and misplaced people, even purebloods that got outcast from their families were welcome into the circus. And this is where you guys come along. You are her trusted security detail. You patrol the I would say you patrol the outer area of the circus. You are to ensure that the patrons don't get too frisky with your spell dancers. You ensure that the games don't get too rough. You ensure that animals stay where they're supposed to. While you guys visit some of the most spectacular towns, you also visit some of the lowest of lows. The current town you are visiting is a little bit of that lower of low. It's a little bit more of a lower class area. They don't speak the best. They don't dress the best. There are nobility in this town, and they certainly run the town, but they don't. You don't mix that nobility and these people very well. So when opportunity like your circus comes into town, it tends to mix things a little bit, and it makes a little bit of a mess. So, you guys are hired to do a job, which is to basically keep the troop safe. You report to your leader, whose name is Barag, and he will give you your assignments for the day. He will also, outside of your assignments, you will also have jobs inside the circus. Sayacrest, your job is to subtly liberate the nobles of their coin purse. While there is some subtle distractions, whether that might be from Ignish Firehand or another person in the thing. There are other jobs. Gwendolyn, you are the grandma of the troop, and in sense, you sit there and provide some advice for the patrons, and you are welcome to charge whatever you want. Rezer, you tend to mix it up with the town's champions, and by mix up, it's just a little bit of like, oh, ow, they hurt me, and then turn on the muscle. Make sure you get, good, some good silver out of this before you rake them over the coals for all their money.
You gotta lose 2 games before you triple or nothing.
Yeah. You guys are very aware that there is a blind elf that runs the archery tent. And he might lose 6 or 7 games. And buy them meads and buy them drinks and let them think that they are the most perfect person in the world. He might even use some of his magic to manipulate the arrows to go to the right direction. And then, he'll just stand there and close his eyes and just pull back and just shoot bullseyes. And you guys have had to break up a few fights when these guys have tried to jump on the old man. While he can hold his own, you don't like to show that. And so, and then of course our esteemed ranger friend, you kind of bounce between tents. You hang out with the spell dancers a little bit, and make sure no men try to sneak a peek, or follow them. There's been instances where they'll finish performing at a tent and they'll be walking back to their tent and they'll be followed. So you are meant to be a friendly guise, and steer people away. So you guys have your typical jobs of the circus, and then your normal jobs of the circus. But right now, today is the final day of the carnival. Tomorrow will be the big celebration, where all of the mages will make these magnificent red and blue and green like dragons just flying in the sky, and they're just made of smoke and they just billow. They billow around. the tents will just like come to life, and you'll see like this like almost like blue greenish fog like roll out of them, and it just gives this like scary, creepy vibe that is just intoxicating. Barag is very aware that on the last date, people tend to do really stupid things because they feel like they might have lost a lot of their money, and are looking for a little bit of payback. So in these last couple days, it's not uncommon for the troop to heighten security a little bit, make sure none of the rougher people try to screw with you guys, and to really make sure that like you guys have a really fun last day. As much as it is for the patrons, the last day of the carnival is also as much for the troop. Like it is a day that everyone kind of lets off a little bit of steam. Everyone's allowed to have a little bit more alcohol and meads on the job. It is a day that is for celebration. So with that, you guys are assembled, the 5 of you. Barag looks at you. He gives you your assignments for the day. And how would you guys like to proceed?
I have 2 questions. You mentioned everybody else's basic jobs except for mine, so I have no idea what my job is, except to apparently be the cremator. I just dispose of evidence. So
You
Your
were
basic
distraction
job-
for the cut purse.
You're the distraction man for
Perfect.
Sayer.
Perfect. Okay, and is that how do you spell Borog?
It is spelled Borag.
Okay, that's what I want to make sure. At first, I thought you said it was Bogue, and then I thought I heard an R in there. So I just want to make sure my notes were clear, and I am the distraction. I got it. I'm good with this.
Let's see. Can I
Huzzah! Fantastic.
show to all? Can you guys see that, or does it pop up?
It pops up. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I just see a name. That's it. No picture.
Huh. Wait, no. It shows an image on my.
We don't have permission to see it. Oh, there it goes.
Ah,
Huzzah!
that's Borag. Okay.
Borog, not ag.
Barag. My bad. My
Borog.
bad. Good to figure
Yeah.
these things out now. Yeah.
He'll cut you. You know.
Yeah, of course.
He looks like he'll cut you. That's why I just want to make sure that Natalia pronounces things correctly.
Alrighty. What would you guys like to do? The day is yours.
I'm just gonna look over to Sayer and just kind of just play with fire between my hands and go, "Are you ready?"
Oh, I'm ready. Do you see any supple targets in the crowd?
Just be careful, children, because last time you played with fire too much, you set the hay on fire and almost killed the horses. So
That's impossible. I own the elemental fire. It
just
does
don't let
what
any
I want.
Oh,
last time
sure
was
you
some
do.
stray
Sure
friends.
you do.
stray flames. Just watch the stray flames.
Barag looks at you. You do not own shit. Jack or shit.
I do not know who Jack or shit is, so you're right. And I'm gonna take off out of the tent before he can back
He
at
just-
me for talking back.
He grabs your ass before you can get away. Like it just like grabs you and just like pulls you back. What did
Heavens.
you say?
I said you are correct, sir. I am clearly mistaken, and I will look over at Gwendolyn and be like, "You're right, Mima. I will take care not to burn anything down that shouldn't burn down." And I'll
Yeah,
look
if
over
you
at
try-
Sayer, give him a wink.
I think he got the point, Bori. Just let him go.
Fine.
Natalia's just laughing. Just kind of giggling to themselves. Just like,
What are you laughing about?
nothing.
That's what I thought. Get to work.
Exit the tent thusly.
Let's go before you all know how he gets when he gets really angry. Let's not make it. Have a good
I'm
day,
already out of the
Dory.
tent. I'm already out of
As-
the tent.
As we're getting out of the tent, I just want to look. I just want to look back and go, Bori, and then take the fuck off. Just jet out of there. Just jet, because Meemaw gets away with it. I'm gonna push that luck.
I have a feeling only Meemaw gets away with it.
I believe that. I 100%
Uh.
believe that, which is why I said it and ran.
So good.
I guess I would want to make my normal rounds, whatever that would look like, and then head over to where the jewelry tent is and see if they need any help for the day.
This is weird.
Why is he going off the map? Okay, there we go.
It's like the grid is. Our tokens aren't a 1x1. Maybe try to drag our token back onto the field. It's like now there's 2 of me. Well, there were 2 of me. Now there's 1.
Let me see. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Characters.
Because
Yeah, okay. That's weird. Okay.
The stretch is right as a 5x5, but
Huh. I can't delete. Why can't I delete you guys? Huh.
I don't know.
I got
I lost
dragged.
the ability to move my character.
Huh.
If these were the tokens that were already on the map, we may not own them.
Hmm.
But I can't do anything with them. I'm hitting delete. Like I can't even right click on them. Okay. And I can't drag new tokens in. So what's going on? Should I refresh?
I'm gonna. Yes. Yes, you should. As soon as I refreshed, everything went back down to one token. My token is now 1 square.
Were you able to move your token now?
Yeah. Now there's like 3 of my tokens on the map though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It must have
Yeah,
freaked
there's a
out.
bunch of you. Okay, I am gonna refresh, I guess. I will
Yeah,
be back.
Give me 1 second. I'll drag everyone back onto the map. That was weird.
That is weird.
Okay, so I got Gwendolyn, I got Anish,
I've returned. And can I
Natalia,
if I were
Yay! There I am.
Treasure,
oh, hey, there I am.
Sayer Chris. There we go.
I can move.
And then I don't know where Brog went. There he is.
May I please have torch?
Yeah, it's Torch in the. There he is.
Yeah,
Hang
thank
on.
you. He will be in
Okay.
the pocket space for now, but at least he's here, so you don't have to keep summoning him and unsummoning him and summoning him and all that jazz.
Yeah, I'll just I'll Fred his ass.
I swear, I killed your fire elemental 17 times, and suddenly, I'll Fred his ass. He's a fire owl. You
Yeah,
should love him.
he's Fred. He's Fred 2.0. Okay. I assume you guys are. I will let you leave for a little bit. You tell me where you want to go.
I've gone to the wrestling field to prey on some suckers.
Alrighty.
Do we have somewhere where there's like a bonfire or something going on that's more that is more centralized, where people could gather around, where I can do like some fire tricks to be a massive distraction for Sayer's Crest?
That would
Or is that more of a nighttime activity?
that would be at the tall tent, so the one right in the middle. The blue tent. That is generally you guys kind of hang out outside the tent. You have a little bit of a makeshift, like I'll call it a shack.
Sure.
And you're just doing little like presentations and just like minor illusions and just like, while people aren't looking, your compatriot is having some fun.
So how busy is it right now?
Yeah.
Like still fairly early.
Yeah, I would say this. You're at like really early. So really, all that's walking around right now is a couple drunk people that might or might not have gone home yesterday, and the troop just didn't give a shit and just like put them in a corner and just like let them sleep. But kept eyes on them.
We of course robbed them while they were sleeping, right?
Oh, I mean, did you see them? They had like maybe a piece of clothes on.
Listen.
I mean, they
checking,
don't have.
We are carnies. We check prison wallets.
They don't even have shoes on at the moment.
So how clean are those underwear?
No.
All right.
No.
I'll leave them alone.
Not in there.
I imagine like this, or if it's really early, then I start making rounds to check on everybody as I go and do my normal job for the day, and just kind of make sure everybody's okay. Check in on everybody.
Easily done. You kind of pop in from tent to tent to tent. Everyone says hi, Grandma or Mima, and you make your usual stop at the mead and food tent, pick up some breakfast. Of course, always for you on the house, they never charge you, and you get like triple portions, and they don't even give a shit. Like people look at like. You will walk like you could walk to the front of the line. There could be like 15 people in the line. You are the first person they serve. You get like 6 really good pieces of meat, like a couple pieces of bread, and like a really good glass of mead. They take really good care of you.
So what you're saying is I go to her to eat what she doesn't eat? Otherwise, she's going to give it to these poor folk, and it's better it goes to me.
I mean, that's a deal you have to work out with Mima.
First and second breakfasts, obviously.
But you walk around, you do notice the 2 drunk people that are just on the table, and you can tell they have been robbed. And you just walk over, and you're just like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay," and then you just walk away, and you're just like shaking your head because you just know. But easily done. And as you're making your rounds, go ahead and make a perception check. First one of the game.
All right.
Okay.
It's above 10. That's great.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Everything looks, it's really early. The sun is just coming up. The dew is still there. Like everything just looks normal. It's really calm. It's actually kind of peaceful. You can smell pretty much everything that's going on. And as people are, starting their morning routine, you can see the alchemists are working on the next batch of mead with some spells. You can see the one-eyed elf is sharpening all of his blades and his throwing stars. Nothing seems too out of the ordinary for you.
But yeah, I just make my rounds, and of course, I imagine at this point, Ignish is used to me having 3 times of what I'm able to eat and starts hounding me down. So I imagine that he knows my schedule enough that when I come across him, I just give him what I haven't ate on my rounds.
And everyone gives him a little bit of the side eye.
Oh, Mima, you are the best person in this place.
You just hear "fuck you, Ignish," just
And
in
I
the
just-
background.
So good. So, and I tear like a little bit off.
Do
and
I-
feed torch?
Do I hear that?
You do. You don't know which direction it came from.
No. Every day, somebody different gets their portions. Today is Ignish's day.
Ignish, I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh, we're fucked here. Perception, I'm garbage at. Let's see. Perception. Huzzah! Ho!
Ooh.
19. Not bad. Not bad.
Like as you're kind of walking and like taunting people and feeding torch, you notice that like 2 or 3 feet ahead of you is like this like you wouldn't have noticed it, but like the dew is covering it, and there's this like really like long tripwire that's been set out. And you would have easily hit it and biffed it if the dew, like the light and the dew, just like perfection. And you can tell that someone knows your pattern of begging and borrowing, and they had tried to set up a little bit of a trap for you to make you eat some dirt.
Does so it's not like attached to anything. It's just a trip and fall onto something.
Yeah.
Since I see it, do I see anybody like skulking around waiting for this to happen?
No, it does not look like there's anyone. You could make the easy assumption that it is someone from the Jinx clan, and you might have had a few run-ins with the Jinx clan. You seem to be very good friends with Sayer. He's probably the only one of the Jinx clan that likes you. The rest of them really have it out for you. They would never kill you. You are a brother to them. You are family, but it's that kind of that family like relationship.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is firebolt the center of the string so it starts to sizzle and flame, but as the flame sizzles to where the two ends are, I want to use control fire to one say not, to the other one say this time. Just end fire, not this time, as it burns and the tripwire is gone, and just keep. Oh god, this is the best breakfast ever, Meemaw. Fantastic! Fantastic!
You see. Yeah, you know what? Roll another perception check.
Okay. It's not going to be so good this time. A 19 was rare for me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know that I care. That's just...
You don't even hear it. And, like all of a sudden you look down, and there's an arrow. And then you look down on the other side, there's another arrow. And on the same side, there's another arrow. And you just see a retort to your comment in arrows, and they don't care how many they're burning. Which is the letter F and the letter U.
Okay. I want to just gather all those up and have them. Just gather them all up out of the ground and just have them on about my person. Use one to kind of pick my teeth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just
I
kind of.
So,
like you to-
Ignis, did they hit you today with the arrows? Because, I mean, this isn't
No.
every other day
No,
thing.
Meemaw, no. They didn't appreciate the humor I had in the fire. By how the arrows landed, they're going to be at an angle. Can I look where the angle is pointing to, where the fletching is pointing to see if I see?
Yeah, they're not being stealthy, and it's like 3 of them.
So what I'll do is I will pick them up and then just rearrange them to say, ha ha! And then just leave them in the dirt and just continue with Mima going about our way.
I look over and I said, "No, children, do I have to take you off of Meemaw's rotation this week?
No, Mima.
That you could have put out an eye or hit him in the foot like you did like 3 weeks ago, and then he was the biggest baby in the world because he got hit in the foot."
It still hurts, Mima.
No, it does
just
not.
It just hasn't even healed yet.
You were just fine enough to go and what's the word I'm looking for? What is aggravate? Taunt them. Sorry, I lost my words.
Yeah.
So that is on you for today, as long as you didn't get hit. Stop. We're family. I don't know. I give him some grandmotherly lecture in a loving way and keep going.
I'll just turn and wave to them.
Sarah, as you
But
are sorry,
I'm leaving their arrows there, just saying, ha ha!
Ignish, as you touch one of the arrows, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're all coded? Of course they are. There we go. Constitution save.
What a thing.
Okay. You feel something like prick your finger, but you must have grabbed it just in the right spot and you don't feel anything.
Is it bleeding?
Sarah? No.
So it's just a weird prickly sensation on my hand?
Yeah.
Is this as I went to rearrange them or after I started putting them back?
As you grabbed one.
As I grab, okay.
So as you were starting to rearrange it, I just didn't get a chance to have you make this song.
Got it.
Safe.
Mima, these things aren't safe. And I'll just firebolt them until they all burn. And once one catches, I'll just use control fire to manipulate until they're all aflame. Because as long as there's tinder, control fire will just keep going and going and going. So the FU in sense is burning. It's a burning FU.
Are you done yet?
No, Mima, I'm not. In the flame, I'll just do this. And then, I mean, they're arrows. They're not going to have that much fire to keep going, so they'll eventually sizzle down. And in order to not piss off Mima, when they're at that point that the fire's going to go out, I'll just stop it completely. So no errant embers can catch anything on fire. See, Mima, I learned. No errant embers this time.
Good job. Now, can we continue our walk-in?
Yes, of course,
Let's go.
Mima, of course. Onward to make sure the rest of the poor fellows are doing just fine on this happy day.
At this point, I imagine that I'm used to Ignish on his days and just kind of do one of these and just keep going.
Yeah, and the agents know better than to fuck with you, so they just.
Of course, that's why I stick with Mima. I'm not stupid.
I
imagine on other days when I'm walking with other people, I can just see Ignish still just following.
Yeah.
He follows you at like 10 or 20 feet just to make sure he's protected. You have no idea why Sayer likes him at this point. Like the rest of the Jinx clan hates him.
Because I'm a very good distraction. I'm useful.
At this point, as you walk over there, you can kind of see off in the distance, and you can hear it audibly. You can hear like hooves, and you can hear a lot of hooves.
Okay.
And you kind of start squinting, and I'd like you to make a perception check with advantage. Because they are not being stealthy. That'll do.
Hey, double 16.
Yeah.
You can see I would say probably 8 to 10 horses, and they are galloping towards the carnival.
People on the horses, or
Yeah, with that you can see regal blues and purples. You can see they all look like they're part of maybe a guard of some sort. The guy in the front, much very looks like a noble or a lord or like a constable. Like he looks important. Like they're all behind him.
and this is a non-ordinary. Like this doesn't happen often.
I mean, you guys get ran out of town, so it's not like it doesn't. It doesn't not happen.
Yeah.
But you guys were behaving for the most part. Like the Jinx clan didn't really go into town and fuck with people. They kind of just stayed in the tents this time. You're getting towards the end of the season anyway, so the directive was to just, these guys are low class anyway, so we're not gonna make a ton of coin off of them. You do know that like a couple nights ago, like a fight broke out. One of the town drunk people barged into the spelldancer's tent, and you personally threw them out. And with the assistance of Natalia.
Yep.
So like you knew like something happened, but then it's been like 3 days, so it's like, maybe the guy just learned his lesson and didn't, But that's what you see and can hear. What would you like to do with that information?
I'm gonna go to Borag.
Okay.
And inform him.
Okay. How would you like to inform him?
I'm gonna let him know that a large group of nobles are en route. I'm slowly making my way over.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of the group, Ignish and Gwendolyn, you guys see you see him running over. Natalia, you kind of notice something's up too. And Sayer, you're kind of just lurking in the shadows. You might have shot 1 or 2 of those arrows at Ignish, just to kind of save your street cred with your clan. It might have been your arrow that had the toxin on it too. Oops. I didn't realize all of those were loaded. As soon as you get there, Bragg looks at you and he's like, fuck. What the fuck does he want this time?
Would I know who he's talking about, or?
He would be referring to the constable that Bragg and doesn't like. Let's just say you guys
so we've had interactions with him. Okay. What would you like me to do?
Oh, killing him's not an option. God, I want to kill him. Man, it would be nice to kill a noble, but those days are past.
It would be hard to hide the body.
We can make people disappear. It's a little harder on the last day.
I thought we learned the lesson that you wait until we leave and then you can kill the nobles.
Mima, that we tried that last time.
Did it not work?
It didn't work. We also tried to burn them. Ignish had this idea of just burning the bodies. Yep, found the bones. That didn't work. The Jinx clan.
Can't you feed them to the pigs?
The Jinx clan tried to dismember them and like scatter their bones across like 4 or 5 different things. It didn't end well. We weren't invited back to that town. He's like, all right, you know what? Let's go see what the fine gentleman wants today. We already told him we're leaving tomorrow, so I don't know what the hell he wants today.
Everybody's been good. He's just being a brat.
You know, there. You know, every once in a while, there was an
Alright,
instant.
sir. Should we be expecting trouble?
Probably.
Should we rally more people? Or are we good?
No, we shouldn't kill them in cold blood. We should try to be diplomatic. He sighs and he mumbles under his breath, "Why did she put me in charge of this shit? I hate dealing with people." And as this is happening, Constable Rolf rolls into town or into the camp, and flanked by 6 guards. And Barag walks up to him and he's like, "Good evening or good morning, Constable. What can we do for you?" Rolf looks at him. "Well, you lying, cheating son of a bitch. You can get the fuck out of this town and stop stealing our women."
Morog, I didn't know you had it in you to steal women.
We haven't
you-
stolen women in 20 years, young man. What are you talking about?
Well, a bunch of our women have gone missing, and it leads to this camp.
It shouldn't. And you awfully got a huge attitude. Didn't anybody tell you to, not speak like that to your elders? I am telling you, we don't have your girls.
Mima, I got this. Barag,
Wait, are they
Barag-
even his?
he-
Isn't this
he
a
grabbed-
free world?
Ignish, shut up. Barag just grabs his great sword from his side and just leans on it. "Look, we don't have your whores. We don't want your whores. We didn't steal your money. We didn't steal your pigs. We didn't steal your gold. We didn't steal your mead. Whatever the fuck you want to blame us for, we didn't do it. Stop blaming this troop for your town's misfortunes." And you can see the part of that orcish fire is really starting to burn. And you can see him starting, his neck muscles are starting to tense up a little bit, and you can see he is getting ready to throw the fuck down. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to clap. Yeah! Well said, sir!
I'm gonna ready my staff, my trusty staff.
You said I was hiding out behind the tents. Am I present
I
now?
would, no, I don't. Unless you've made yourself present, you can be hidden. So I would go ahead and move yourself to where you want to be hiding.
I would have been definitely choosing the gambling tents, so I'll be hanging out somewhere near there.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself.
I
to
imagine
make
I
sure
look.
our games are properly rigged.
The what?
What did you say, Sayer?
Just to make sure our games are properly rigged.
That's my man.
That's it.
Huzzah! Brother in arms right there.
Just leave
I
it all to
imagine-
chance.
With Borak's speech, I imagine that I look just really proud of him right now because I know how much that took for him to do and not just instantly throw down. So she's just kind of looks like a really proud Meemaw. Or I look like a really proud Meemaw. Sorry.
Natalia, you got anything? Got anything for
yeah.
this?
Yeah. So, I see kind of everyone grouping up towards this man and his horses that have kind of galloped up, and I imagine I heard everything that's been said so far. So I'm gonna kind of just go up. I'm kind of just standing, kind of with my arms crossed, but with the hand that I have free, I'm kind of just nonsensically twirling an arrow in my hand, and I'm just gonna say, now, see, unless you have any evidence of what you say is true, unless you don't, I suggest you take Marag's advice and get out of here.
The constable looks at you and he's like, I am the advice. I am the fucking judge, jury, and executioner. Do you understand me?
Well, yes, I do, but I see. How are we to believe your claims unless you have some kind of evidence? I'm not. You're not presenting anything. I don't see anything.
I don't think you understand.
No, I
Judge,
think I do.
jury, executioner.
No. You see, I think I do. Do you have anything that proves what you say?
He looks at you and he's like, "Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
word of my town." Brog quickly cuts you off. You mean the word of a bunch of hillbillies that don't care, that are too drunk to know what the fuck they're doing? At this moment, coming down the road, during this heated moment, you guys can hear more,
Oh man.
and it is a carriage flanked by two guards in pretty heavy plate, with a it looks like a servant at the front on the reins, with this, I would say, God, probably, I don't know, like 10-year-old boy sitting up there with him. And it's coming down the road, and all of a sudden you just hear this really loud roar, and you see this giant bear just come out of the woods and boom, right into the carriage, just at full force. Knocks the carriage off, knocks the guards off, and literally goes up and is just like attacking the door, like a rage that you guys have never seen in your life. And I would like you all, for the first time, to roll initiative.
Wow.
Where do you roll initiative? Oh, there it is.
Alrighty, I got Sayer, Matt Bear, Gwendolyn, Hazard, Natalia. I am missing Igneous Fire.
Yeah.
You mean to roll for you?
Well, I don't see where you selected us to be in the combat, so I'm having to open up my shit.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. And all right. Top of the round. Sayer, Chris, you see this bear. You probably hear the bear more than you can see the bear. If you're inside the tents, you would more hear the commotion of the bear.
I'm kind of watching what's going on now, so I'm kind of standing at the door.
Okay. So you just see, I would say you probably still can't, you can hear more than you could see. You just hear this like giant ass roar, and then just screams, horses, and guards all hitting the ground about the same time.
How big is this bear?
I would say this bear is, you know what? Here, I don't need to tell you. I can show you.
I mean, it looks like it's a huge creature.
It looks really big.
Oh yeah, it looks really big.
That's why I was curious.
Let me just, sorry, I realized.
Whoops.
Hey.
That's cool.
No, I need to start showing these more often. I'm sorry. And show to players.
Tame it! Tame it! Imagine the sideshow that thing would be!
Oh, that thing is huge.
It's a good
Oh
chunky
Yeah.
my.
bear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a chonker.
Well,
So,
okay.
what would you like to do? You, I would assume if you stepped a few feet this way, you could easily see the bear. You can right now more hear the bear than you can see the bear, and you're just from assumptions from like what you can hear. This ain't no normal bear.
Okay, so I'll move over so I get a clean line of sight. And I will take a shot with my short bow at it.
Okay, go for it.
Oh.
Misses.
Aw, womp, womp, womp.
You just see Theocrest like shoot back, and like right before he shoots, the bear just gets up on his hind legs again and just roars and just is almost through the door. Like in like in seconds, it has gone from a fortified door to a nothing door. Is that it for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna step back a little bit, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Kadoki. All right, it is the bear's turn. The bear is singularly focused right now and is going to use its claws to get inside to break down the door.
The door on the cart or the door of the circus, or
The door on the cart.
okay.
Can you guys see Smidley?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Can't see Smedley.
So Smidley is on the is there. He was flung off the cart. He is unconscious. And after the bear gets through that door, it looks up and starts to sniff, and you know bad things are going to happen.
Do we know Smedley?
You do not. So
Okay.
you just see a young boy at this moment.
Oh, Smedley is the child.
Is the child? Yes.
Okay.
He was the child that was riding. He looks like the child to whatever's inside. You guys don't know what's inside. Whatever's inside was riding with the noble. The noble is dead. Like,
Okay.
dead. Like, when the bear charged, it took the noble out that was leading the reins. The horses are nowhere to be found. They're gone.
What about
So-
the knights that were in
They
full
are-
plate?
Both unconscious.
Unconscious, okay.
And it's not moving. So that'll be the bear's turn. Gwendolyn, you are up.
Okay, so I actually would move right there, especially if I see this little boy unconscious. And I will shoot guiding bolt at the bear to try to distract it.
Let's do it. Roll some fuck you die damage.
Sorry.
You have any cool music for this one?
I was just trying to look at the playlist.
Oh, look at that!
Woo!
You
Look at that
watch as
sick animation.
your radiant energy slams into the bear, and it looks straight at you, and a malicious eyes, and it snarls, and it looks like the next opportunity, it is going to just go berserk. But you hit it. You definitely got its attention. It doesn't look like it's as interested in the fresh meat on the ground right now. Would you like to move, or is that kind of your thought?
I did move.
Okay, then you are.
And
We
so
will.
that's it. I'm done.
All right. All right. Rezor, you're up next.
Oh man, I'm up. Okay. So how far can I move? Let's see. These are 5, right? So and I can move
Yeah.
30. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And the first diagonal's free.
Yes.
25. 30, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna throw a shuriken at the bear. Do that.
Interesting combat music.
Is there music? I don't hear any.
He
I
just turned
heard-
it off.
I heard like
Oh.
a tidbit.
Ooh, 22 hits.
Take that, you
Damn.
silly bear.
Woo!
You watch as the.
That
Oh.
should have been with advantage after guiding bolt.
Yes, it should have.
Oh.
Oh, do I?
So just
Roll
roll,
again
a
then, or-
d20. Just do a /R1 d20 again.
Okay.
Just to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, basically.
Nope.
Ha-ha!
Yeah.
Good thing
That
it's
was that.
advantage.
Good that I got that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. You did 2 points of damage, 4 points of damage.
4.
4.
Without giving it away. God damn it! It doesn't let me have. Effects. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, it doesn't have. No, okay, I'll just have to note that as I'm watching damage. Your shuriken looks like it hits it, but it doesn't look like it does as much damage.
Okay.
Did it auto do 4 instead of 2?
Yeah, but I don't know how to give it passive to bludgeoning and piercing damage.
It's a button we have to check. And we
Okay.
may have missed it because there's an option that if it has that resistance, it only auto applies half.
I'll monkey with the hit points. It's not hard.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. That is your go.
Sounds good.
Natalia, you are up.
Okay. Am I able to see Smedley from where I am? I want to get an idea of how large they are as a creature, or like size-wise.
He looks like a 10-year-old child.
Okay.
I mean,
And then
yeah, you can
another
see 'em.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, you
and then
can see 'em.
another. Yeah, and then another question. If I wanted to attempt to pick up a creature, what kind of action would that take? Is that like a regular action?
That's your action, and you would use and half your you'd be encumbered, so you'd lose half your movement.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just wondering. Okay, so what I would like to do is I'd like to take my action to dash so that I get right up to them, and I'd like to attempt to pick up Smedley so that I'm like holding them. Do I have to do a roll for that, or can I just do that?
I would say he's unconscious. You can pick up Smedley. It
Okay.
is going to make you. Yeah, it's just gonna make. It's gonna. Yeah.
It's gonna what?
Oh, that's fine. I'll let it go for this. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. And then, so I think with my dash, it only took me like 45, 50 feet to get up to them. So would I be able to like use the remainder to just start running like away from the bear while carrying them? Or since I'm encumbered, would that kind of be like the remainder of my movement?
I would say you can probably move 10 feet in
Okay.
any direction.
Yep. I'm going to, so I'm just gonna, I don't know if I have to like move his character or anything, but I'm
I'm
just gonna start running that way ish in that direction.
trying to give you.
Like my goal is to get him the hell out of there. Cause I see
Oh.
a kid next to a bear. I'm like, First instinct, get him out of there.
Yeah.
So that the others can go all out.
Okay. The bear does notice you. And shifts its focus a little bit.
Okay.
So.
Perfect. Dude. All right. So I heard Rezer say one free diagonal. Do you not do diagonals or normal movement like we do? You only get one?
Oh no, you can get diagonals for free.
Okay. I just wanted to I wasn't sure as far as.
Oh, are they all
set
free or
order.
just the first
Yeah,
one?
sorry, all free.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move diagonal as long as it's not same rules. It's like if there's like a pill or something, then it's not free. Like you
Okay.
have to.
Okay. So, and then on familiars, are you doing it like we do, where it's just on your turn, like my torch just activates on my turn? Okay.
Torch is
So,
on your turn. Don't roll initiative. Don't roll for torch.
perfect. I'm gonna have torch because torch is an owl and gets flyby. He's gonna fly this way. Give
Okay.
the help action to Sayer's Crest.
Okay.
And then with the remainder of his flight, come back to perch on the corner here on this wagon.
Okay, I like it.
Because he gets 60 feet fly. Sayer can pop an arrow and then fly back. He's going to do some shit. So that's what I'm going to have Torch do. Torch is going to irritate the fuck out of this guy, give Sayer advantage, and then we're just going to fly back and perch here. So we're on top of a wagon still. As the free action to control Torch, and then Ignish is going to just look over the constable. Go, are you gonna no? All right, and then because he's not doing anything.
Exactly.
Come on, open up. Damn it, that's not what I wanted.
Are you trying to burn the constable alive? That is going to be severely frowned upon.
Of course I am. Obviously, verbal and somatic. Okay. So I will trace a couple of lines in the airs and speak in a fire language, and I will cast Create Bonfire.
Okay.
And I will drop this bonfire. I do, yes, here. I know there's no target there. Did it put a template at least? Did it not? Well, fuck.
So, I am going to Razar. Is that how you say that? Right? Did I say that right?
Oh, I've just been calling him Rezer.
Rezer. Okay. Gwen, or I am gonna go up behind Rezer, and you're gonna like get this like grandma hug from behind, and she's I'm gonna say, "Not today, my child," as I cast Cure Wounds.
Excellent. I'm probably a little focused, so won't be able to thank you properly.
It says dice roll evaluation failed.
Oh,
Doth
interesting.
thou haveth a target?
Yeah, I targeted him.
And you are selected? And you clicked the dice, not the words.
I tried to use a cheat up front or up top. It didn't work.
Hmm.
Just roll the dice, manually do it.
Okay, somebody give me the. Oh shit.
/R space number of dice D quantity of dice, which die you're trying to roll, plus whatever you get to add to it.
Plus 15.
At least plus 9,000, right?
Yeah, minimum.
Nope.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I'm sorry. How do I tell what my spellcasting thing on here is?
Oops, oops,
My spellcast. Oh, never mind. I found it.
Yeah, should be in your character sheet somewhere.
Modifier? Or?
Yeah, I found it.
Whoops.
Hey. That helped.
Okay, and then
Doesn't say anymore.
I'm gonna move over here and keep an eye out for Talia with the child.
So, Rezer, either you'll have to add the 9 health to you, or
He did.
Gooey until.
Yeah, I already did.
Okay. I'm just making sure until we figure out why Cure Wounds suddenly didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Alrighty. Rezer, you're up. You have a very, very angry bear that you feel a little bit stronger to hit, but you also feel the sneaking inclination to run the fuck away.
Do I, though?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know if I do or don't. Can I leave that area without taking an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay, so I don't feel a need to run away. I have to let my guard down. So last we left, I was holding the bear's hand.
Yes.
So what are my options that are available to me while holding the bear's hand?
You can let the bear's hand go and attack it.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to get wrecked in the process of doing so. So I'm going to let the bear's hand go and hit it with my trusty staff.
Okay.
Two-handed. Going in hog wild.
Pew pew. That'll hit.
Take that.
And as a note question, is your staff a +1?
It is not.
Okay.
It is not a good staff.
Damn it. I'm not going to get there, but that's okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't believe I have any options available to me, so I'm going to
Stand there
stand
and
my
take it?
ground. Exactly.
Alrighty. Right next, Natalia.
Okay, so Natalia, I would say right now is in a pretty focused position. Right
Okay.
now, running through their head is get this child the fuck away from this bear and at like
Okay.
a safe distance too. And I don't see Mima coming towards me, so yeah, my plan is just to get the fuck. So I'm gonna do another dash action and just hoist this thing, and Mima's just gonna see me blazing past them, even though if they are gonna like try and come towards me. But let's see here. So I think this is 15, 25.
Remember, you have half
5.
movement.
So you're
Oh,
within 30
so
feet.
also I have my regular just 30 feet. Okay, so hold on. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, okay, then I guess I'm not that far away from Mima, but I still plan on just booking it. So I think that's 30 feet right there. So I'm still running away.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, and I don't think I have any bonus actions or anything, so that'll be my turn, I believe.
Okay. Okay. English.
Perfect. Well, since Borag told me to expect some shit, and I had casted Mage Armor ahead of time on myself, I, with my ability to just walk right through people, I'm gonna just move like right through the constable with my mage armor, like this, kind of like an orangish burning color, just slight flames licking off my body as I just move 25 feet diagonally to be exactly behind Rezer. And then I will move my bonfire. Hashtag recast it. Hopefully this doesn't break me this time. And drop it like it's hot right on this bitch. Which apparently you failed the dex save and take 3 points of fire damage. Huzzah! And then I will have Torch do the same thing, giving Sayer advantage. Torch will just bounce. Whoops, I don't want to place another damn thing. He's just going to bounce from this, fly by, give advantage, and just jump over to here. So then he's back out of the way. And don't worry, Rezer. I went as far as I can this time, but I got your back next. There's also, if you look, there's a fire underneath it. Good luck. Ha ha! Burn! 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 That's my turn.
Amazing.
You're about to get one shot.
15 feet of reach, bear.
I didn't know that. Nobody informed me that there was a long reach.
Alrighty. Top of the round. Sayer.
All right. Seeing as I shouted and nobody came to our rescue,
It's odd
all
that
these
Borag's just
people
standing
around
there
and
watching us,
nobody wants to help
by
us.
the way.
Yeah, Borag
Well,
he's just sitting there with his arms crossed like, that's what these
Well,
guys get paid for.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
fair, we are his lackeys.
Indeed.
Oh shit! Didn't do it with advantage again. What button do I press for advantage when I click
Alt.
for next time? Ooh.
Come on, Sayer. This is your bread and butter. Advantage. Alt.
Yeah, I should know that.
You should. I'm just trying to make Nekusar 3.0 here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot and that'll be. Or, no. I'm gonna taunt the constable.
Okay.
You guys ride in here all suited up like knights, and you can't even fight a bear. You can't protect your own people. Look, they're dying in the street, and you still do nothing.
Oh,
Brutal.
love it.
Okay. It's the bear's turn. And yeah, bear gonna smash. Bear smash. I don't know if that's really obviously telegraphed.
I'm very agile.
I would say that's what the bear says, but all we hear is just.
Ha! Taunt the bear. Your bite is weak.
What's the clause that one shot you the last time?
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. His bite missed me last time. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. You suck at this,
man,
bear.
wow.
Okay.
The bear needs to make, at the end of its turn, a dexterity saving throw as it ends its turn in my bonfire.
Yeah, it doesn't give a shit about your bonfire.
$14 just saves.
Yeah, like it said, it don't. Honey Badger don't care.
Okay.
Alrighty. Gwendolyn.
I'm going to. Oh, I guess I'm gonna go. Seeing Talia's got the boy over here. I'm going to holler at her. Don't run away as I hit the bear with guiding bolt. Seeing that Rez is having hand to hand there with him.
Go for it. Pew pew. Miss.
You targeted yourself.
It's okay. It still misses.
And good thing you missed then.
All right. Doing anything else? Are you moving towards Natalia or are you staying put?
Push to talk?
I'll move towards Natalia.
Okay. Okay. The constable, after being taunted, takes a look at Sayer. What does he have? Let me try. Grabs his heavy crossbow
Oh.
and locks a bolt back and fires at Sayer.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's it. Dead constable.
And misses.
He could fails.
How many friends did the constable have with him?
They're all
They
lackeys.
ran.
They're not friends.
They ran the fuck away.
Oh, they already bailed. Okay.
Yeah. He shrugs it off. That's a warning shot. I'm here to help.
Then help.
Barag seeing this is like he just grabs his weapon
Oh,
and gets into a fighting stance.
oh.
And that will be his Rezer.
My turn. Okay, we're back to smacking this bear around with my
Trying to
quarterstaff,
smack around.
two-handed. Yeah, I've done good work so far.
That'll hit.
Yeah, see,
Nice.
I'm slowly whittling this bear away. Then I assume that is my turn.
Bear's looking a little hurt.
That's good,
You've
that's good.
you can start seeing
It's not just my blood on the bear.
it's not just your blood anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a combination of blood. It's a
Yeah.
it's a bloodbath. I do need you to make another perception check with advantageous.
Can do that. Let's see if I'm more perceptive this time. 2
Barely.
points more perceptive.
You like he's been in your face for a couple hot seconds now.
Mhm.
His breath smells oddly alcoholic.
What?
Like really alcoholic.
Would the flames like make the bear burn a little bit brighter?
No. It doesn't look like the bear has rolled in alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the bear has partaken in alcohol.
Okay.
So on his breath, you can smell a heavy moonshine.
Does it smell similar to the moonshine that we serve?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe this is like 180 proof.
Okay.
This is some backyard moonshine that should never see the light of day.
Oh my.
Damn it, Granny.
But that's what you get.
I guess I'm gonna yell back. This bear's drunk.
For all carrying that, like quickly like looks over to the tents to see if the bear is like, and he's like, it's not. He just like is dumbfounded, and he's like, okay. Barag walks past the constable. 1 to 10, 20, 25, 30. As he's walking past the constable, he kind of like kicks some dirt at him. And is going to
One shot the bear.
He's going to attack the bear. Oh, and his stat block didn't get rolled over. That's not good. I'm just going to take. Just a second. Make that the target. The constable is just going to swing. So that's going to be from Barag. It's going to hit the bear for 10 points of slashing damage. And unlike your guys' weapons, Barag's makes a clean cut. And the bear roars in pain. And that's going to be his go. Natalia.
Yeah, so I heard Granny yell me to stop running, and so I'm gonna stop where I am. I'm gonna gently set the boy on the ground next to Mima, and I'm gonna look at her. I'm gonna say, "Watch him for me," and then I'm going to make my way kind of just over, and I'm gonna pull out my longbow, and I'm just gonna start shooting them with arrows just to see if I can get some good hits on them. Because this thing is annoying.
It's not annoying. It just needs hugs.
Neftali is looking to slay. All right, targeted. Let's see if I can.
Miss.
Okay, well, not that one.
And that's your long
Chucking
sword.
your longsword?
Oh, whoops! That's not my long bow.
The longsword hits Inish in the back of the head, and Inish is now knocked unconscious
Oh no.
from friendly fire.
Makes sense.
Here, okay, wait. Longbow. That should be my longbow.
That hits.
Okay,
And that.
nice.
And the bear is looking really, 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 really hurt. And that will be your go.
Yeah.
Mr. Firehand.
All right. Ignish is going to take one step forward. I'm going to just kind of tug on Rezer's leather G-string strap and cast Mage Armor on Rezer. So that he gets a 13 plus Dex plus Wisdom modifier as a monk. So Rezer, you'll just have to manually adjust yours +3. And then I'm going to...
How do you do that, by the way?
I can do it.
Okay, cool.
So when Borag hit it, the bear was roaring. Is its mouth still open from the roar? Have we gone by quick enough where the mouth is still open?
No, I would say no.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the step back to where I am now. I'm going to hold a firebolt and say to the two people in front of me, if one of you can hold its mouth open, you said it smelt like alcohol. Let's light him up. And I'll just hold the firebolt until somebody can make the mouth open again for me to unleash the firebolt in the mouth. Whether that's a roar or they physically open it some way, the trigger being the bear's mouth is open enough for me to chuck a firebolt. And Torch will swing from one to the other and giving Sayer's Crest advantageous again. And that will be my turn, holding the firebolt. Ready.
Alrighty. Sarah Crest, it is your go.
Remember, advantage this time.
Yes, so we press this button.
Shoot your allies in the face.
Oh! It still hits, though. Thank goodness.
You watch as when you release your last arrow, you just like are locked on and you just release it, and it's like that mic drop, like you just drop your bow and you just like walk backwards and just it's a fatal shot. And that arrow hits directly into the bear's eye and goes straight out. And then the bear drops down to the ground and making no more noise. And a hush falls over the camp as you finally hear behind you random people are coming with pitchforks and torches to try to assist to help you.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shout out to the constable. See? That's how you shoot a bow.
The constable just doesn't even acknowledge you and just flips you off.
I'll charge you for some shooting lessons if you want. We got an archery range over there.
He just walks off.
I'm going to check on the boy, make sure he's still breathing.
I'm gonna head back next to
He
Nemo
is.
to see how the kid is.
The boy is alive. He is breathing. He is like it just in like a ball and just like scared shitless.
I want to go check on this cart that the noble person was in and make sure they're okay.
Hashtag steal everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate there.
Okay, so we got a lot going on.
Are we
Yeah.
just gonna let the constable get away with shooting one of our own?
Barag looks at him. If you step foot onto this onto this circus before we leave, I will put you 20 feet under personally. Get the fuck out of here.
That's a lot of feet under.
Oh.
Constable looks at him, doesn't even say anything, and just starts walking.
Yeah.
I would like to give Torch a telepathic command to fly high into the air, follow the constable until the constable goes home before flying back. I
Okay.
want to know where his home is.
Easily done. And you, yeah.
Oh no.
So you just let me know when that is, because I think say your crests and I need a mission.
Okay. To the cart. So you checked on the boy. Boy's fine. He's breathing. He's alive. Just looks scared shitless. He does ask where his mama is. Sarah, as you go to the wagon, there is a noble that is like hidden in like the back corner, like with like robes over her and like everything she can use possibly to like conceal her body. The only way you would notice this is like you can see the robes are like the robes are kind of moving in and out like for breathing, so it's pretty obvious where she's hiding. What would you like to do?
So there's only one person in there?
Yeah, the servant is like dead across the road, and the other two guards look to be dead.
Well, this lady's going to be pretty rattled. She's not going to have a great idea of her surroundings. So I'm going to get my mage hand ready to try to pick a pocket or snatch something off her. But I'm going to act all nice and friendly. I'm going to be like, "It's safe. You can come out now. We have defeated the monster. Please, we will give you refuge in our camp."
She looks at you. She's like, "Is my son okay?"
Yes. He is with our healers. He is perfectly fine. Not hurt at all, just a little shaken up, I'm sure.
Okay. Okay. Look, let me. Can you help me? Can you help me get out? I'm a little bit trapped in here.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll go and I'll give her a hand. But
Okay.
I'm going to be looking for anything valuable that I could maybe.
Okay. Roll a perception check with an advantage, because she ain't paying attention to shit.
Yeah.
Easily noticeable. They're you would know she is one of the more wealthy nobles in the town. She owns one of the moonshine distilleries that produces legal moonshine. There are a lot of backroom, backwash like back roads moonshine distilleries, but she has one of the more legit ones. Easily, just jewelry all around her, rings on all 10 fingers. There looks to be a satchel on her hip. That's probably, I would, you could wager is either a coin purse or something important. There looks to be items thrown around the caravan. This looks like it could be a pretty easy mark. So
Does this satchel look easily removable?
I would say roll a sleight of hand check if you want to, and I will give you advantage. She is more focused on getting out than she is really. I mean, if it was a ring on her finger, I would say no. But yeah, easily done. You have a black satchel, and I will tell you the contents in a little bit.
Okay, so if nothing else on her seems like an easy mark, I'm going to help her out and get her back with her son.
Okay.
But as she goes running to her son, I'm going to turn around and go back in the carriage and see if there's anything else in there of value that I could take. I'm going to start rummaging around.
Oh yeah,
she's going to be way more worried about her kid.
You find goblets and jeweled like you find like jeweled like silverware and like goblets and easily things that you guys could remove the gems, melt down, easily like easy items. You also notice that there are there's a wooden box in her possession, and it's locked. It's like this big, and it's got a little bit of a lock on it. And it got tossed. It looks like it was inside of a chest. You can kind of see the remnants of a chest over there that's like just completely broken open. You probably easily could grab, I would say, 150 copper pieces, 87 silver pieces, and about 47 gold pieces that are easily grabbable.
Great. And this little box, I'm going to take that with me.
Okay. And I would also say there looks to be a small, like, it looks like a short sword that's sheathed. That looks to be like sitting right under her. It looks to be primarily maybe what she would use to essentially defend herself. And it's under there. It'll require a little bit of finessing to get out. It's really wedged in there. Like you can see the cover of you can see the hilt. You can see a little bit of the cover, but like simple like trying to like pull on it, it's not budging. Like you're gonna need someone a little bit stronger to see what's locking it up.
All right. Well, I'm just going to like have all this gear, shove it all in my bag, and I'm going to start taking the long way around. So I guess I'm up here now.
Okay.
But I'm going to start taking the long way around back to like the camp tents and our fire and stuff. So like avoiding her. But as I come out, I'm going to whisper over to Borag and Rezer. There's a pretty sword in there if one of you guys want to pull it out. But I'm going to just make off with my loot.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go use my thieves' tools and try to pop that box.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Who was checking on the bear?
Me.
Okay. This just
I should probably turn the fire off. Whoops.
the
It's
bear.
a slightly
bear's-
cooked bear.
It's now roasted bear.
Yeah, delicious.
Dinner.
Yes.
I mean, it only lasts for a minute, but oops.
You notice that it's just, it looks to be a pretty ordinary bear. It's a large bear. But I mean, those aren't not uncommon in this area. The thing that worries you is just that like strong sense of moonshine. And you're really familiar, you're familiar with the noble's moonshine, the lady that you guys just helped.
Mhm.
Theirs is weak shit. Like, it's legal, so it's weak. It's like, it doesn't do a whole lot. Your guys'
Okay.
is magically manipulated.
Mhm.
Like, it's basically weak stuff, and then magic makes it awesome.
Mhm.
This is just different. Like, this is just like you feel like you're almost getting a buzz just from like the fumes coming off of the bear.
So unlikely to be ours.
Yes.
Okay.
But
times.
you do see tracks of where the bear did come from.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't stealthy. It pretty much rampaged through the woods where it was going. So you kind of have a clear cut path that you could follow the destruction and be able to discern maybe a path.
I will probably do that.
Okay. So I will come back to you.
Yep. I'm also going to retrieve my shuriken from the bear.
Okay. It is very bloodied, but nothing wiping it off can't fix.
Mhm. Just how I like them.
Barag sheaths his great sword, and is giving a death stare to the constable as he's walking away from the camp. Like, he's not like, there's no horses, so he's just like slowly walking away
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
from the camp.
Mhm.
And just like that embarrassment, you've been voted off. Thing. So, with that being said, so the constable, yep, pretty much the walk of shame. So the constable is do. Torch is just following him. Whatever. Is there anything else you guys want to do with the bear? Sayer's off trying to pick a lock now at this point. We're reuniting the noble and her son. And Ignish, I don't think you're really doing anything outside of just standing there.
The only thing I'm interested in, after Rezer said that the bear itself reeked of really, really good moonshine, I just want to get a couple of the other carnies to, first of all, let's dissect this bear for really good meat and some hide. And I'm curious as to the actual stomach contents. Not that I would cut into it, because I know I'm not skilled enough for that. And I would make sure that, like, there's no flame around, because I don't want a stomach full of potentially moonshine to go off. But I would like to get the stomach and, like, on the outside of, like, the upper neck and the lower intestine, just to cauterize it, so that I can have a stomach full of potentially moonshine to throw and explode later. Not with my dopes. I know I can't do that, but If we could
Yeah.
get somebody to save
Well,
that for a
You can ask.
big boom later.
What skill would that be? Medicine,
can-
maybe?
Medicine, survival. I
Hmm.
mean, I know I'm not the one to do it. I'm just going,
Mhm.
you know, if its stomach is full of booze, we might be able to use that as a big explosive later. It may come in handy. Just a little snip and singe, a little snip and singe, so the contents can't escape. It may not last long, but
I feel like it would probably be easier to just get a jug of liquor from the camp
I
versus
mean,
carrying
yes.
around a bag of
But how
intestines.
funny would it be to have a bear stomach full of moonshine as an explosive? It's brilliant.
Only
I don't know that that is brilliant.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's genius.
I think you're gonna die, but that's okay. I'm okay with
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pyromaniac. This thing is just a walking bomb for me. I don't get to play with the stuff that Carnival makes because I'll burn it all. This is not Carnival booze.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Plus, we're gonna eat the bear, so they gotta slice and dice and cut and hide. I mean, I'm sure Carnival, as big as we are, we've got people who are leather workers, hunters, skinners, somebody who can dissect a bear within minutes and just hand me a stomach that I can then use full fire to not on the stomach, but like a little bit up the neck, singe it off a little further down the intestine, singe it, so that we've got a stomach with some extra flappies that I hope that I could shake and hear. I'm hoping there's some in there. I don't want to rip it open and spill out.
roll an animal handling check.
What?
Disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not the one who's doing this.
No, you're telling the person, and so they're trying to do this.
Well,
Either
there
you roll it or I roll it. What do you want to do?
I mean, there you go. There's your disadvantage. I'm not an animal handler, so.
Yeah, there. So as you're trying to walk this this carny through this, and they get the first cut and they feel really good about it. They go to make that second cut, and like the bear flinches, and they just like stab like straight forward, and all of the contents just like ooze out on the ground. And their
Does it-
shoes are like soaked now.
Does it smell like moonshine, though? Was there like a shit ton
yeah.
of moonshine in there?
Yeah. Like, you are kind of glad your fire is out because you would have made a boom. And you would have made like a crater because the amount of moonshine is just like, I actually need you to roll a let's see. Constitution saving throw.
Con save, huh?
Con
I'm
save.
sure I'm fantastic at these. Nope.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
You feel drunk. Yeah.
I swear to junk, I'm not God, sir.
Barog looks at you and
I'm
he's
just
like,
gonna fall on the ground like, ugh.
he just grabs you. He just grabs you by the feet and just drags you back to the tent.
Why is the world weird? Ugh.
So you are just over at the tents, getting a little bit of water. He's like maybe slapped you a couple times and tried to get you to snap out of it.
Perfect.
Alrighty. At this point, the constable is gone. He's just doing his usual shit of just running the fuck away.
He's not even going to investigate the wagon? Man.
No.
What a bad constable.
I mean, yeah. The noble comes up to you, to each of you, and hands you 1 gold piece each.
Excellent.
And thanks you. She walks over to the Nevermore guards, and hands them 5 gold pieces, even though they're unconscious still.
While she's doing all of that, can I steal the sword from the thing? The wagon?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to yoink the sword. I can't use a sword, but I'm going to take it anyway.
You now own a shiny... show players. Share with all.
Derek Iron Short Sword.
Okay. Is there a way for you to give that to me, or do I need to add it to my inventory manually?
You will need to add it manually. There's no...
Okay. Okay.
So it's
So
just
that
a
would
plus...
just- yeah,
It's
plus
just a
1
plus
short
1.
sword.
Yes.
It's a short sword, so okay.
Okay.
Is that a simple melee or a martial melee?
I believe it's martial. Wait, no.
No,
it
short
said-
swords are simple.
It said simple. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Alrighty. Say your cat. It's gonna be sleight of hand. Thieves' tools.
Just 1 straight roll.
Come on, Sayer Crass, you got this.
Yeah.
19 good enough? to
Easily
open
done.
it?
Easily done. Yeah. Tink. Inside the case is scrolls. They look to be weird. Like they're you can't really tell magical weapons or magical scrolls, but they just look to be scrolls. There's 4 scrolls. It looks like they have everything that they would need to be used. And when they're used, they will just disappear and burn up.
So I don't know what any of them do yet?
You have a scroll of, with your limited knowledge, one of them looks, they all look to be cleric type abilities. So Gwendolyn is probably your person here that could tell you what they all do.
Great.
Do you take them over to Gwendolyn or do you wait?
Oh, I wait. I'm not doing it right in front of that lady. That I
Okay.
just stole them all from. I'll just store them away for now.
Also, the bag that you stole was not her coin pouch. It was her jewelry pouch.
Oh,
Inside of it, you find beautiful, like, gold and silver jewelry. You find magnificent rings.
Any pearls, perhaps?
You find a ring with a pearl inside of it.
Oh, excellent.
So you have a pouch of jewelry. When you go to sell it, I will tell you how much it's worth. But you do have a ring with a pearl in it that would, that to just your naked eye would definitely be 100 gold pearl. This lady was loaded. But you guys do find it odd that she gave you guys 1 gold and the guards, 5 that were unconscious, and she like literally threw the gold at them and they didn't even like say anything. You know. Yeah.
Wait, we didn't loot
where
them
is she?
first?
Where is she now?
She is back with her son.
Over
A
here by
little
me?
bit less
Yeah.
odd since we stole everything from her.
Her
Yeah.
son is enamored with you guys. Like he's like, oh, you guys are so cool. I want to be you guys when you get older. And Gwenny, you have a mini-me for the next 24 hours. Congratulations, you cannot get rid of him.
I was gonna say, well, I'm checking on the guards. I was gonna try to pocket that gold, but I don't think I'd do it with a mini-me behind me.
No, he's following you everywhere. He's like, how do you cast it? Like, how did you do that? How did you heal that person? Can I do that? If I touch you, do I heal you? And it's just like 100 questions. Like, and it's just you're not even getting a chance to answer. It is just by the time he said something, he has rapid fired the next thing.
Do I see where Ignish is? Ignish is?
Uh,
Where did you
yes,
go?
you do see Ignish. He is over in the tents. Barag, you can see the trail of his body. As Barag has literally grabbed him by the leg and dragged his drunk ass, to the tents to wake up.
Okay. Sorry, I swapped characters there for a minute. So like I'm playing Meemaw, not anybody else. So as he's going a mile a minute, I will head towards the food tents to feed him. And then I just let him talk.
Yeah, he's just talking your ear off. Like he wants to know everything.
So as we're walking, even though he's talking a mile a minute, I imagine I just start pointing out the different tents and making sure that I show him, the legal stuff. And then as we make our way to go get him some pie.
You gonna bribe him with pie?
Yeah.
Neftal is jealous.
No, I'm not bribing him with pie. Do I know? What do you mean you're jealous?
Oh, sure. It's not like I saved the kid's life or anything.
Oh, you're jealous that Meemaw's getting all
I'm
this-
jealous that he's attached to you and not me. Like,
Yeah, the woman who double dash ran into there, scooped him up with her arms,
yeah.
and took off with
Yeah.
him. But he
Yeah.
doesn't know any of that. He only knows
I'm not.
that
I'm
he
not
woke
saying any of
up
this
and-
out loud. The fact that
there
I'm
was
jealous. I'm kind of
Meemaw.
just watching as you like walk off with him, and he's kind of like attached to you, and I'm just thinking,
I should have shot
okay.
him with an arrow.
In my head, I'm kind of just like, oh,
Ah!
sure, whatever. Brat.
He looks
Yep,
a lot
look at him.
younger than 10.
Yeah.
Looks like
yeah.
a brat.
Yeah.
But no, I imagine I just let him go and I show him, I get him pie and we go look at the animals and
He doesn't like every attempt you try to get away from him. Like you should like.
I
really-
don't try to get away from him. I just
Okay.
I just do my legal rounds with him in tow. My legal rounds. And give him pie. And
Okay.
all the sweets I can find. So like knowing that the food tent will like bulk me up 3 times of what I can eat, I go and specifically ask for all the sweets we have and give it to this kid. Because that's what grandmas do. They load up the kids on sugar and then give them back. So I'm loading the kid up on sugar.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Jesus.
Okay, that's what my Grammy does, is load my kids up on sugar and then give them back to me.
That's what mine does.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine does not. They know not to do that.
Alrighty. We are at a good point where we have 2 options. We're at a really good point where we could say, let's end it here. Or we can go 10 minutes and kind of get like the start of something but we won't be able to finish it.
I mean, we started late, so let's get in as much time as we can.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all for that.
Okay. Rezer. I assume you want to go investigate the path
Yes.
of destruction that was
Indeed.
left by said drunk moonshine bear.
I would.
Okay.
Can Neftalia go with him?
Yes, you guys are.
Yeah.
Was there enough time, by the way, for all of that bear slicing and dicing for a short rest?
I will say for you, yes, because you probably literally just looked at some stuff and then just sat on the ground and just like tried to
Yeah.
catch your breath after almost
Okay.
being
How do
manhandled by a
I
bear.
actually do a short rest?
So if you just if you double click on your character
Uh-huh.
and then hit short rest, it's S rest.
Okay.
Under hit dice.
Then, so with my ability, I should get an extra hit dice. Will that auto trigger?
You can change. Oh wait, it doesn't change it. You can just roll it twice.
Okay. Normal.
Well, that's cool.
Well, that's gonna put me up to top anyway. So. Okay, cool. Let's roll. I'm gonna start tracking this bear.
And I'm gonna help out with that.
All right. So one of you both can roll. So
Okay. What
You guys can
do we roll?
you
Yeah,
guys
what are
can
we
both,
rolling?
you guys can both roll either survival or nature checks, or
Okay.
one of you can give the other advantage.
You're probably better at this than I am. So
Yeah, I'm a ranger. I'm pretty, good,
Yeah.
at tracking, I'm pretty good at tracking things,
Yeah.
and I've actually picked beasts as my type of specialty that I can like hunt and stuff like that. So
Cool. I'm gonna give you advantage.
okay, and I will roll a nature check because that one is higher. So advantage nature.
There's a 20.
Oh, hey.
Beautiful,
That's not too bad.
beautiful.
Like Rezer thinks he's helping.
Hey,
You're just like
I say, hey, look at those tracks.
And I was like,
Natalia is like 40 feet ahead of you, and just like I don't even think listening to you at some points.
Yeah.
I hear him kind of going, just like, oh look, there's this thing here, and I'm not even looking at him, and I'm kind of just like, yeah, and I'm just kind of like looking at where I think I see stuff happening. I'm just kind of going that way.
You're just like here.
Yep. Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I'm helping a lot, though. By the way, my armor class is all messed up. So I should have 15, but I was at 13.
Why won't it? I had it. Oh, there it goes. I think it just took. Yes.
And with mage armor, you should be at 18.
Yeah, I should be at 18 with mage armor.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you both.
Yeah, listen. I turned him into I finally turned someone into a tank. Monk
Very
tank
tanky.
incoming.
It should be applying the effect.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll monkey with it in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Easily done. So like you guys you watch as Rezer and Natalia kind of disappear into the forest. It's not really disappearing into the forest. There's a path of mayhem and destruction and broken trees.
Yeah.
That you can just see this bear went batshit wild. I would say as you're, like 200, 300 feet away from the tents, what you see is a shed
Okay.
up in the clearing, and it looks a little something. Oops, that's the wrong person. Let's not give you guys that just yet. It looks something a little bit like this.
Hey, is there a dead person?
There is definitely a dead person.
Oh my.
Okay.
And there is definitely some kegs broken into.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, if there is a dead person, I would like to check them out and see if I could tell. Like, I mean, I think it's most likely the bear that was rampaging, but just to be sure.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Alrighty. See how this goes.
Just don't roll a 1.
Okay, yeah.
Even in this state, that the person is clearly killed by the bear.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, drunk bear,
Uh-huh. Is
Uh,
there
what-
there anything on the person that I could pickpocket off of them? Like I'm just
you don't
looting
really
the corpse,
see
no?
anything. You just see a pool of blood, and like their chest is like completely opened up and
Yeah.
open, and you're like, yeah, no.
It's like, yeah, no. And then after I checked the person, I wanted to check the shed with the kegs in it. See it,
Okay.
take stock of it, see like, how many are broken, how many are intact, that type of thing.
Okay, easily done. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Can I give him an advantage?
Yes, you can. You can assist.
I am
Alright.
assisting.
Okay. Alright.
You look at that. You look at the stock. The barrels right in the front are all broken. You can see that it's leak. It's yeah.
Yeah.
But there's, I would say, 20 to maybe a little bit more barrels that are all nicely stacked, neatly stacked. That are, when you like knock on them, you can hear swishing.
How far is this away from the?
Yeah.
It's about 300, 400 feet.
From
You're
the camp?
yeah.
I'm gonna get a wagon and haul some free liquor.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is your resident meat aficionado would probably be able to assist you guys in really understanding what this is.
I imagine that I look at Rezer, and in the same way, he kind of just looks back at me, and we're both kind of just like, oh yeah.
I can probably just like sling 2 casks over my shoulders and take it back to camp for people to look at.
I'm pretty strong too. I could try and carry a keg.
Yeah, I'm a beefy boy.
Nathalia's got some decent strength on her.
You do notice, weirdly, when you walk into the shed and you look to the left, to your left, you do notice this sigil on the wall.
Is that a sigil that I recognize?
Same. I'm wondering the same thing.
No. You guys haven't run into this sigil yet.
Really?
It does strike you as like it's weird, like devil's horns and like wheat. Like it's not a jinx thing because jinx are pretty it's pretty obvious what a jinx looks like. There's people at the camp that are probably smarter than you, that are older than you, that have been here longer, that might have some historical knowledge. And you really have to go back and get their opinion anyways, because there is a whole shit ton of moonshine that needs to be toned down before you can use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are you guys gonna carry a couple?
Yeah, I'm gonna carry 2.
Yeah,
okay.
I can.
I should be able to do that pretty easily.
I could carry.
I would like you to try to lift them. So, give me a strength check, just a pure.
For both of us, because I'm trying to.
Yes.
Okay. Is it just pure strength, or would I be able to do like athletics?
Oh, come on.
No, it's pure strength.
Pure strength. Okay.
I am incredibly strong. But
Oh wow. Okay.
You both try to lift the same keg, and neither of you can lift it.
Interesting.
If
Okay,
we
well,
did it together, could we?
No, you guys did it together, and you can't lift
Oh.
one keg.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay.
These kegs are like literally filled to the brim. Like you knock on them, and you don't hear much air.
It's not possible to like
Damn.
take 20 on this.
Oh.
So, you know, you don't want to damage the merchandise because you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
this is good. What would
How
you guys
about-
like to do?
Grabbing one of the mostly empty barrels that the bear savaged and taking it back because there will probably be some dregs in there for the beer aficionado to analyze.
That is easily doable. You can find
Okay.
a keg that is no, that is easily doable. You get a keg that has like
Okay.
maybe like that much left in it.
Cool.
And you bring that back to Mima, who oversees your liquor production.
Why am I just now hearing that I oversee the liquor protection?
Well, you said you were the
Okay.
meat aficionado.
You literally have an ability that says,
Yeah.
pass the
I know.
booze around. or
Yeah,
You
I
are
do.
the-
I do. I do. I
Alcohol
do.
expert.
I am.
Okay, so I guess we head back to the camp.
Okay. So you guys bring this this barrel, this like half like barrel back to Mima, who by the way still has a 10-year-old with her.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get it close, he like tries to go and like try to put his finger in.
I'm
And
gonna
you
be like, no.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wave him away. Does this boy look blood touched in any way by any chance?
No, he just looks like a douchebag human.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So bring me back this barrel of moonshine, and once we shoo the kid away from it,
Yeah, easily doable. Easily doable.
Yeah.
What do I give him? I don't know. I was gonna say no, I wouldn't give him my bird, but I just
Give him 2 of them.
I imagine I have like another cake or something.
Yeah.
A rock, something. My brain's getting fuzzy. And then and then I guess I take a small like I start looking at this liquor and start assessing it. This moonshine.
As soon as you like ladle it into the like just a cup, it the smell just hits your nose and you're just like not drinking this.
Not
Like,
drinking this as made horribly or not drinking this as too strong.
Like quadruple proof.
Okay, so like too strong.
Way too strong. Like you get like the mead team or the moonshine team would basically have to get like 4x the barrels and then split each barrel into 4 barrels and tone it down like but magically to make it even remotely drinkable. And at that point it still would knock you flat on your ass almost instantaneously.
Yeah, but there's like I'm thinking in my head too, like carnies wouldn't drink this, but it would be
Dumbasses.
okay to sell it. So
Oh yeah, and you could sell this as like
actually-
premium meat or
so
premium.
I want to tell him, okay, so take it back to the mead tent. Tell them that wherever you found it, we are not to drink this, but sell it. Sell the crap out of it. And then I'll be buying for my profits later.
I love her.
So
I'll be
I just
buying
also-
profits later.
I just have this idea that Winnie walks around and she like takes little things from everybody's stalls and then tries to like use that to like get people over to those stalls. So that's how she helps people con people, and then she goes back around and then takes takes her share of the profits later.
She does.
Genius.
She's the mastermind behind the.
I'm
No,
gonna see if there's. Oh yeah, you go.
So the team, like a bunch of the stronger men get up some oxen, and they go to the same exact spot that you guys told them, and they come back
I
with
could show them
40
where it is too. Like, yeah.
42 barrels of
Like,
moonshine.
while that was happening, though, I would want to bring someone who may understand the sign to the
Yes.
to the camp. So like while we're forming the crew of oxen, like grab the person who I think is most likely to understand.
Barag is the most likely to understand.
Okay. So I'd ask him to come along.
And it is the symbol of the Shiners. It is an outlaw moonshine gang that you stumbled upon one of their strongholds, or what used to be their stronghold, because it looks like whoever was guarding it is it met the and
I'm sorry,
so
is that shared?
yes,
What was it again? I'm sorry.
they're called the Shiners.
Shiners.
They are a notorious gang that makes moonshine and makes really illegal moonshine that can kill people if not careful. So your 42 barrels turn into 168. You will lose some barrels to the process of distilling it. So I will say it turns into an even 150. So the troop has inherited 150 barrels of probably 100 proof moonshine.
Wow. That's a lot.
I was gonna say that they didn't distill. It's still strong enough to where like we won't drink it, right? And it'll still knock somebody on their ass.
All of these barrels are magically marked that they are not to be touched by the troop.
Okay. Like, I still want them strong enough to knock somebody on their ass for easy pickings for later.
Yes. And which we will.
Damn.
We will have that discussion next time on Gooey Cube.